SHAUN fans react. I'm Sean Middleton, and today, after the humiliating 6-0 defeat at the hands of Bolton Wanderers, Lee Johnson was sacked, and today the attention turns to Sunderland at home to Doncaster Rovers. The current score on Jermaine Defoe's return is Sunderland 1. I think Sunderland has scored a goal. Sunderland 1. Corey Evans, Doncaster Rovers 2, and now I'll be getting the fans' reactions as they leave the stadium. Could you please like, share and subscribe to the channel? Very much appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Take care, stay safe. SFC fans react. Sunderland failed to win this afternoon, and they could have went into the automatic promotion places. I'm with Michael Bowers, and I'm pretty sure Michael has got a lot to get off his chest.
If anyone doesn't like bad language, turn this off right now, because I need to vent. Get someone in who's going to get some decent fucking standards into this football club. No way whatsoever should that result be acceptable. Whatsoever. I've said it constantly. The results that have kept us in this league are losing at home to teams that we shouldn't be. I'm not trying. It's going to sound disrespectful to Doncaster, whatever I say. It's horrible what they're going through as a club, and Aaron, great guy, he'll enjoy that, and rightly so. However, if you want to get in the top two, you don't fucking bottle it like that. You don't go and concede 2 stupid goals and then give yourself a mountain to climb. When are the players going to wake up and realise how important clean sheets actually are? That's why I bang on about them every damn week. We've conceded 8 goals in the last 2 games to bottom half sides in the league.
Exactly, but just rolling over, no organisation, just no commitment at the minute. The players look
nothing.
Just shot to pieces.
Tell me the state for the first goal. The first Doncaster goal. How easy was it for them to pass in behind us? No one bothered to track the run. Stop the man. Track him. Anything. Nothing.
I think Hoffman's.
He could be at fault for it, but the shot should never happen in the first place.
His reactions as well. Our players didn't react to the.
Exactly. I don't understand it. Again, I've said on social media, my reservation on Roy Keane. Scrap them out the window. Get the guy in and implement some standards in this football club. We've had nothing but shite for the last 5 seasons. Well said, We've had nothing since back-to-back relegations and 4 years in League One. And don't anyone dare come at me and say that it's arrogant to expect to beat Doncaster. No, it fully fucking well isn't.
Exactly, and Roy Keane will come in and he'll set standards. He's won everything in the game, won the Champions League, won the Premier League, won everything. He'll come in and he'll sort them out.
Exactly. We know we haven't got a divine. We know we've got no divine right to finish in the top 2. We've acknowledged that from the start, but it doesn't mean you don't have any expectations. Results like that you don't expect. Results like that are not acceptable, and will just make it even harder. And Wigan are going to rightly be rubbing their hands together at this. They're going to be rubbing their hands together at the fact that they've got 4 games in hand on us and whatnot. And yes, even my point still stands. The fact that they've got on paper they've got some difficult fixtures coming up, but the problem is we're too brittle and won't bottle it in the games we should be winning.
This club's crying out for Roy Keane because, as you just said, your passionate speech there, he'll demand quality, and he'll demand commitment, desire. And that's what we need right now. And it will.
Can you tell me there was commitment and desire out there today?
No, nothing.
I know that, players will hide behind the fact, we dribbled a little bit in the second half and made it look like we tried. No, you bloody well didn't try. No, you didn't. Nowhere near to the standard that's deemed acceptable for this club to get out of League One. Not a chance. And if Roy Keane's going to see any players having low standards, he will get a big boot, get it up their backside, and kick them to the moon and back. And that's what they deserve after that. After the last 2 games, and again, this is the response that we were supposed to have from last week. Oh, by the way, nothing says welcome back Jermaine Defoe than today.
I know, poor Jermaine, he comes back, and 39,000 in there. We got behind him when he come on, but it just wasn't meant to be. We weren't at it, were we?
Well, no, we weren't. Absolutely shocking, absolutely appalling. And the lad you've just interviewed there said, Cheltenham, big game. Again, the lot of the games that you've got, every single game, it's against someone below 11th or below the top 10, or whatever it is, we should be winning. If we want to be in the top 2, we've got to win. So there's no excuses. The next 2 away games, there's absolutely no excuses. I don't give a shite if our away forms.
Do you think that's what's happened? People's accepted the mediocrity, Michael, and they shouldn't really. We're a Sunderland football club. We shouldn't accept.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. You have to. We do. Look, people. When people say we don't acknowledge we're in League One, why do you think we were not saying we're one Premier League standard players? Because we know we're in League One. If we weren't acknowledging we were in League One, we'd be wanting like Cristiano Ronaldo when he's 56 to come here. That's never going to happen. We know that we're not going to attract the best players that we want. But what we do expect is a standard that says no, we should be finishing in the top 2. We should be getting promoted. How is it this damn difficult to get promoted out of League One? How is it this difficult? Exactly. The culture at the club has been the thing that's been rotten for years. It's been rotten for years. That is the reason why we've got relegated twice. Bottom place finishes where we finished bottom comfortably both seasons, and then we're stuck in League One after 4 years. Come on, Hull have been down and up in the time since we've been here. Wycombe have been up and down since the time we've still been stuck in this league.
Michael, if you could sum that game up in one word, what would it be and why?
Speechless.
Speechless.
Speechless. Absolutely speechless. One last thing I want to say before you close your interview, because I know you want to edit this, but there was an article that came out in midweek that Christian Speakman had a meeting with some of the players, and they said, what happened to the long-term plan with regard to Johnson getting sacked? What happened to fucking wanting to get promoted, you bastards? What happened if you want to get promoted, you don't get trounced off Rotherham, you don't get trounced off Portsmouth, you don't get trounced off Bolton, you don't get trounced off Sheffield, you don't struggle to beat 10-man accurate in Shrewsbury.
Michael, stop talking sense, will you?
Yeah. All I'll say is get some standards into this club. It's been far too long since we've had
That was a pleasure, Michael. That was a pleasure, mate. Good little... Sunderland 1, Doncaster 2, I'm with. Do you name me?
Ian.
Ian, that was another poor performance from Sunderland. It's crying out for a change at the top, a manager to come in and sort them out.
It was poor, but you know what? I definitely think we're linked with Kane. I think that's the leftover of Lee Johnson's leadership.
Yeah,
and I think
good point.
that was shown today.
Yeah.
The fact that the fact of not being able to change something, we went 1-0 down.
Yeah.
We went for a pint. I missed the second goal, which probably isn't great, but we missed the second goal. We went 2-0 down, and then the inability to change or do anything at half time was a Lee Johnson catastrophic error.
Yeah.
So for me, that was the hangover of Lee Johnson there.
I was just about to say
and I think we definitely need someone in. I think that would not have happened today under King.
Yeah, definitely not. No.
And the one thing that springs to mind is I watched that interview with Anton Ferdinand with Kane, and when he says, "Oh, I knew we'd win anyway," like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like the person I feel most sorry for today is Jermaine Defoe.
And
it's his legacy coming back, and then all of a sudden,
he's got to look. You watch that for 70.
we're 2-0 down, and you bring him on, and to be fair, Gooch should never have played 90 minutes.
And
I think he's just not fit for Sunderland. Apparently, he tried to move.
Donny Rovers, I'm staying up.
Do you know what, mate? It's a good job you're fucking ugly, because Nee couldn't like you. You can take that. Hey, I tell you what, Nee one likes you.
Turn you back on that
Don't know where I was, but
Lyndon Gooch,
Lyndon Gooch, again, he seems to get his name on the team sheet every week. He's not great.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't know if this man, he feels the same as I do about most decisions, but you know what? I just think, I actually thought we'd win today.
No.
I genuinely thought there was enough buzz around. 1-0 down, you think, oh, well, there's enough to get back in the game, and you know what? I think it was just a hangover of Lee Johnson. And I think we need someone in, and I hope it is Roy Keane. He's been there, he's done it. Like,
experience.
Yes, we were bottom of league, the championship at the time.
Yeah.
Bit of a different circumstance, and people are talking about his man management, but I honestly, genuinely think this time he's done a bit punditry. I think he'll do us the world of good.
Yeah.
6-month contract initially, yes. Let's get us to where we need to be.
Yeah.
Championship, he's been there, done it. And you know what? He's a good guy. He knows what he's talking about. Let's just hope Micah Richards not number 2. Micah Richards laughing on the sideline. You know what I mean? Just say,
people got more excited last night by a smirk on the TV, than I've been excited by the whole game today.
That says something.
I mean, that just says everything, right? I mean, come on now.
It does.
The guy's been there, he's done it. I'm not saying he's going to be the answer.
I didn't want him to go in the first place, to be honest. I didn't want him to go, and when you watch his interview on the overlap with Gary Neville, it was almost like he thought he should have been doing better than he was.
Yeah.
Wasn't really getting on with the owner, and you know what? He's welcome back in my eyes. I honestly think. He's
learned a lot in his time since. That's what he's saying. He says, "I would have done things differently." You've got young players here who you should be nurturing, and that's you want somebody to put their arms around these guys, and not just go in and just put them down. And if he has actually learned a lot from Martin O'Neill, he comes in and says, "Do you know what? Maybe this is not the type of personality where I need to give him one of them. I need to just put my arm around him." Maybe he is just
bad PR was Adbong Lahore, which is, let's face it, not really anything to base it off. You've got Anton Ferdinand. He slated Jibril Cisse in a half-time team talk, and Jibril Cisse took it on the chin. So if you're not performing, then you're not doing what you should be doing. So to be fair, I think Roy Keane is perfect to bring in, and I think everything's there. Kevin Louis Dreyfus is absolutely perfect. I honestly think everything is there. We just need No, well, I didn't expect that idea,
No, I
but
didn't
The
expect.
question is, though, did we need to lose today for Roy Keane to come in and start us up again? Not against Doncaster, but
he's on Sky tomorrow. I think he's probably thinking, "Oh my God, what did I sign up for? Or what am I thinking?"
After that.
Right, thanks for your time, lads. All right, cheers.
you.
Much appreciated. Cheers.
Acceptable again.
Sunderland suffer another defeat. This one seems a lot worse. What's your name, mate?
Alex.
Alex, where'd it go wrong?
Chris,
where'd it go wrong?
I mean, I think it went wrong from the team selection, to be honest with you, for a start. Like, 10 out of them 11 players started in that 6-0,
Yeah.
got absolutely turned over, and then they're playing the same, like, they're basically starting there again. We were flat from the start. So it was, 70 minutes before we brought the phone Mattelli on?
should have been done
Like, there
earlier.
was absolutely nothing. Neil, for all he's great, like, he's absolutely blowing out his backside. He
Yeah.
was shocking. He's been poor for weeks, and I mean, he's a class player, and he's going to go to bigger and better things. But, like, I just don't know what. I just don't even know what to say. Just like with Sunderland, every time you think it couldn't get any worse, there's another layer of just like embarrassment and disappointment.
Do you think it seems like the players were a little bit shell-shocked after the 6-0 defeat? That's gonna stick in the mind a little bit. Do you not think?
Plus lack of direction because there's no one in there to steer the team sheet. What Chris was saying there. Went with the same formation, the same lineup.
And that
5 at the back against the
It was,
bottom of the
I
league
think it was just
team.
one change from that game, wasn't it? I think
That's
it was,
what I'm saying.
like, you've got to make more changes.
That's
You've got to make.
100%. And like, you know, like we're all coming here. It was just a full party. You know, like everyone with 2-0, 4-0, 6-0, blah blah blah. Flat as a pancake. So like now, like Keane, it's literally going to need a miracle. Like, and that's not like, you know, I don't know how, whether it's like being announced yet or whatever, but it will be. It should be anyway. We just need a rocket up the backside. It needs something. It needs something. There's no leadership from the management going all the way to the coaching thing, all the way through the team. Like you know, like no one like ordering on the pitch.
Yeah.
Evans, you know, fair enough, he scored at the end, but it's just like just a passenger in the game. Like this.
Do you think
Anyways,
this club's crying out for Roy King?
absolutely, it's crying out for like that discipline, just to like. Oh well, he's conflicted.
I don't know, like, I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted at the reports from TalkSport with his man management and the way the game's moved on. But I agree with what you're saying, though. We do need some sort of kick to the arse.
Standards, discipline, like they should be embarrassed on that pitch. It should, like, you know, if that was me, Doncaster, the worst away record in the league, 33 goals conceded.
Jesus, bottom of the table.
But like, where's the fight? Where's the embarrassment? Everyone's just going through it. I just do not understand what the hell. Like, after the 6-0, I just
Defoe's magic, and he has what, 2 touches. And
39,000 there today, and after suffered 6-0, you know what I mean?
It's always the case, though.
You've got the players with the 4 coming in. That's a lift that you need. Do you know what I mean?
It was all set up in the field, and like, you know, I don't know where we go from here. I mean, that's it. It's like Roy Keane. It's all or nothing basically at this stage now. That's
Roy Keane's got to come back to save us.
We'll get that manager lift, even though I disagree with it. Like, we'll get that manager lift.
Any positives at the game today? Any?
It ended. That's about it, really. Like,
Finished, and we finally got on the podcast. That's
pretty much.
that's about it, mate.
Once you can't get any further down.
Cheers for your time, lads. All right, much appreciated. See you soon. I'm outside the stadium tonight. I'm with
Gia Waller.
obviously you've shown a disappointing day again for some football club.
And it was terrible. We didn't do anything. We played 4 at the back. We've proved the 4 at the back. We can't do anything at 4 at the back.
Yeah.
It was 5 at the back, straight the way forward, and we got beat at the bottom of the league today, and it's not good enough.
Well, I was 3 men in charge of something today. Dodds, I think it was.
I didn't get
Michael
started.
Proctor, and there was another guy. What was the crack there?
Yeah, is that Lee Johnson's second back? I don't know. Is that Lee Johnson's second hand man?
No, Jim McAllister. He went. Jim McAllister went.
I was going to say, right, we need to change something. We need to get a new manager. We need to get something new in the club. At the moment, it's too much of the same. We're playing 4 at the back. We need 5 at the back. 2 up front with Ross Stewart, Jermaine Defoe.
Are these players good enough?
I think the players are.
Yeah.
I would say we need the right manager.
We get the right manager.
Yeah.
Who's the right manager?
I think we've got a few. We've got a few options though. We've got Kano, which everyone loves Kano. And we've got Neil Warnock. I think he'll do a good job.
Yeah.
And I've not heard anyone else say this, but I want a bit of John Terry, mate.
John Terry?
John Terry,
That's a shout.
Our attack's quite good.
Yeah.
Our defence is
And he
terrible.
could sort it out because he's a good centre back.
Exactly, and he's a captain, he's a leader.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got to say, really,
Any positives out the game? Any at all?
Defoe came on.
Sum the game in one word.
Defoe.
There you go.
That's
Defoe.
everyone here for Defoe.
Take your time, pal. All right. Take care, buddy. All right, I'm outside the stadium tonight. It's not the return for Jermaine Defoe that he wanted, but we might be able to get an equaliser. I don't know. Right,
I was going to talk to you last week, can you remember?
I think so, aye.
Aye, when I come out to Bolton, we got beat 6-0.
We were there as well. Oh, I was waiting for you.
I tell you why I went for it, right? Because this kid come up and went, Mate, what you got to say? And I was just gonna ridicule him. And do you know what is? We didn't. We're fucking shite.
Well said.
But can I just say another thing? We didn't need just Jermaine Defoe, right? Like, Jermaine Defoe was gonna come in on a free signing agent, and so we didn't need to put all of our eggs in one basket. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because he could have been signed the day after.
Yeah.
But why the friggin' hell? Why did we not just sign some after some people? And I'm gobsmacked.
That was shocking. The first half display was the worst I have ever seen.
I went down at half time and I bought 2 bottles and a pie. And you know what I've done for the second half? I bought another 2 bottles and another pie. And I've ate them all. And I'm going to get another drink all night. Fuck the mugs.
Right, lads, come in, man. Just leave it rolling now. Lads, obviously it's disappointing return for Jermaine Defoe, not the return he wanted, but where did it go wrong today? We were absolutely abysmal, let's be honest.
Can you really see where we've gone wrong? I mean, Lee Johnson's gone. We thought he was the main problem. I mean, as they're all saying, Gooch, he's shocking. He's a disgrace. I mean, get him out the club. We should have sent him to Shrewsbury.
With Flanagan.
Lee Johnson's gone, but we need someone.
That's the full time whistle.
2-1.
All right, that's the full time.
We need someone like Keane that can give them a bollock in at half time. Absolutely shocking the first half. 2-0 against Doncaster Rovers. Like,
bottom of the table. They got beat 5-0 last week.
Who are Doncaster Rovers? Let's be honest. Who are they?
Good enough to beat us.
Doncaster Rovers beating Sunderland FC. A club like us, and we're losing 2-0 to them. It's a disgrace.
It is.
It's embarrassing.
What's your thoughts on it, man?
Obviously everyone's wanting Defoe to come in and be the hero, but he's got no service. The only players that really showed a sense of urgency was the subs. Jack Clark as well.
Yeah.
The new lad from Fleetwood, but fucking Lyndon Gooch and that.
I mean,
same old.
People say we've had a good window, and I said that, but you look at it and you think that's 2 games. Have we had a good? Are we just overthinking things a bit? You think?
On paper, we've had a very good transfer window. Jermaine Defoe, Clark, Roberts, Danny Bath, and who else is there? Matete or whatever, however you say his name. Yeah. On paper, the transfer window is amazing.
Fucking wank. That's what that was, Sean.
There you go.
But the players, I think we just need a manager. But from what we've seen today, signings haven't made anything. They've done nothing.
Right, cheers. 1 Doncaster, 2 abysmal display by Sunderland.
Yep. All I have to say, we are shit.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Could have been better. Don't know what Defoe did. Like, he could have actually scored at the end. But we are absolutely shite.
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
On the bottom of the league.
They were bottom. They were bottom.
They're going to get relegated, so basically lost to a League 2 side. Absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
Could do way better.
I mean, we're crying out for a manager and come in and give them players a good Walligan. That man, I think everybody knows who that man is.
Aye.
Roy Keane, would you like to see him come back?
Roy Keane or Grant McCall, I'd say.
Roy Keane's got to be the man, hasn't he? He would sort the PT and performances out.
Yeah, but the thing is, Grant McCann won the league with Hull, didn't he?
Aye.
All I've got to say is Circle was shite.
Any positives at the game?
Defoe. It's Defoe.
Defoe?
The fans of class.
Right, thanks for your time, lads, Ollie. Right, take care. That wasn't written in the script, mate. What's your name?
Liam.
Liam, where did it go wrong today?
I don't know myself, to be fair. I mean, are the bottom of the league?
They were bottom. I'm not sure if they've...
We played them less than 2 months ago and we beat them. We've walked them all over the park and I just don't get it. Start to finish, I mean, the likes of Dan Neal and Stu, what's happening to them? The form's gone. They're not where they were, a few weeks ago, and it's just frustrating to see.
I'm seeing players like today just haven't got any confidence at all.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. The confidence is shot to bits. That's obviously not going to help last week. 6-0. No. It's the biggest defeat in our club's history. I think maybe that could be playing on the minds a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously 6-0. I went down as well. Just seeing you there.
Yeah.
But you would think, Johnson's got sacked. There's talks of Keno coming back. Yeah. We've just signed Defoe, the lad from Fleetwood. I've seen that they've been good in training. So you'd think we've had a positive week. We come here, Defoe's back.
Yeah.
The spirits are high. And it just. A poor performance like that lets you down.
It does. I mean, 39,000 was there today. Yeah. 39,000 after getting beat 6-0 last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just disappointing. I mean, I'm just so flat.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I mean, who's the next? Is it Cheltenham next week?
Who's the next? Michael, next game? Is it Tuesday? Cheltenham away on Tuesday.
Big game.
Well, to be honest, they're all big games now, and I think we need to win today to have any chances of top 2, and it just makes the job even harder now, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
We're staring down the barrel of the playoffs.
We're just making it hard for ourselves, you know. If we won a couple of games in the last few weeks that we should have, where we've dropped points, you know, would be up there, and it would give the players more confidence. But you know, it's just not helping us, and time's running out, isn't it?
It is time. Is there any positives at the game today? Do you think?
See the goal. Defoe coming back, you know, it's not just him on the pitch, you know, off the pitch, he's got the experience, you know, he can talk to, you know, the likes of Dan Neil, Callum Doyle, people like that, and hopefully it pays off.
The woodwork twice as well, it was just on another day where they went in, but
I mean,
didn't have any looked up there.
Stewart could have scored as well, I've seen him celebrate.
I looked on Twitter briefly, and it looked like it was way over the line.
Yeah.
Like that goal, that could have changed things as well.
Goes against us.
And the day, we're just looking at picking at things and weren't good enough on the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Doncaster with a better size, and you move on.
Yeah, we need to, as I said, we need to get a manager in. Hopefully it is Roy Keane. Yeah. That's what I want. It does.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully he comes in, you know, tomorrow. I don't think it would have been announced today because you know the game and stuff. But hopefully he comes in tomorrow, gets straight into them. Maybe he's take over Tuesday, I don't know. If not, Saturday, and we'll go from there.
Right, thanks for your time, Paul.
Cheers,
take care, buddy. Have a safe journey home. I'm with Dave on SHC Fans React. Dave, I haven't spoken to you since obviously a few games ago. First of all, Lee Johnson, what's your opinions on him going?
Well, again, here we go. We've changed it. We've had a rant in the dressing room by all accounts because we're not happy as players. Players are like anybody in any job, they have a boss, and the boss has to be in charge. Now, we'll have to see what's going to happen now, but today was simply not acceptable from the players that had nothing to do with management at all, unless you don't know what they're being told before they go on the pitch.
You've got to be self-motivated, and if you can't get motivated at home when there's only 40,000 fans in the stadium, you shouldn't be a professional footballer.
Against the bottom team in the league. No, you're right. It's just not acceptable. But they're going to come out, they're going to talk in a little bit after the match, and they're going to say, our performance was unacceptable and we apologise to the fans, and then they're going to go home. How much of that do they mean?
It's
not good enough, Sean.
I mean, it's not 6-0 getting beat. I mean, that was an all-time low. So the worst thing they were history, Dave. I think Lee Johnson had to go. I think it was the right call. But now, Dave, after today, I think I'm going to get your views on this. Roy Keane is part of him coming back. What's your views on Roy Keane coming back?
I think it's a good enough plan. Yeah, I've got no problem with Roy Keane. But do you think these players will play for him? Do you think it's just going to, you know, his ideas are a little bit old-fashioned, but good as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I think we need a man to come in now, Dave. You've got to agree. We need somebody to come in and demand commitment and demand performances, demand 100%. That's what we need right now.
You have to demand a level of expectancy. You have to come in and say, look, you get paid good money, you're expected to go up, or you're expected to at least push for promotion, so you've got to go on the field. It's no good, you know, sound bites. You've got to come in and perform.
Of course, yeah.
And they're not performing.
Well, we're not. I mean, it just seems all of a sudden they've just stopped. When we were playing decent, and I don't know, you can blame Lee Johnson, but the players they've got to take responsibility, Dave. I mean, that performance, as you said, that was just unacceptable. The
last half hour of that game, we're still bowling the ball out, passing it nicely across the back. Nobody's got any plan. Nobody's got any plan. And you know, I think I've said this to you before as well, Sean. We're looking at young players. It's great to have young players in, but when we play badly, when we don't work, the people like Neil, MIDDLETON, Hoffman, they go missing. They go missing. Their heads gone up their backsides. And that's where we've got a serious problem. We've got 16 games. We're counting down now, aren't we?
16 games.
Then it'll be 50. It's almost gone now.
We're going to have to finish in the top 2, Dave. Realistically, we're going to have to win nearly all of them. We've got to play Wigan. We've got to play Botherham.
And do we see we're winning all those games? Not unless somebody gets a hold of the club.
That's Roy Keane's, for me, he's the perfect man.
Do we think there's any chance though? Do we really think it's a realistic possibility?
Of him coming?
Yeah.
Well, I do. If there's a plan there, and Keil didn't speak when he said, "Look, you can call the shots." you know, your say it goes.
The manager has to call the shots, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, but there's sometimes
there's
there's a yes man, aren't there?
Yeah. Oh, well.
You know, and Roy Keane is definitely not a yes man.
Oh no,
He's
no,
not a yes man.
and that's what will put people off.
Yeah. Any positives out with you, Dave? Any at all?
No.
No. Sum the game in one word, and I'll like to ask you this one, because
awful. I think that's just, you know. I had another word, but I can't.
Beep.
But you know.
It's always a pleasure, Dave. It's always a pleasure. No matter what happens, Dave, you'll still be here. Until you die, you've been in, probably supporting the club for 40, 50 plus years.
Well, easy.
You know what I mean? It's in the blood, isn't it?
Yeah.
We will get back to the top one day, won't we, Dave?
We will, but I might not be here to see it.
You're well, man. Sunderland suffer back-to-back defeats, and with Leah, Jesus, that. Again, it's another
it's atrocious. It's really atrocious, Paul, because honestly, it's these players who's been driven in with the Lee Johnson mentality, they're still continuing it. And to be honest, right, if Roy Keane was to step in, these players are going to get one kicking up the arse, because that performance today, that's not fucking football, pardon me language. Because footballers get stuck in, they get challenging, they execute passes, and they can finish in front of goal. Our strikers can't get the fucking ball from the midfield, because they can't pass the ball. Gooch is not a footballer. He should fuck off, go back to America, to me, because he's absolutely bollocks.
And there was a lot of players today who just weren't up to it, and that was the same last week against Bolton.
To be honest, you can't say that they're not up to it, right? Because they go on the pitch. It's the arrogance and the cockiness what Lee Johnson brought to that mentality, to that team. And Lee Johnson, to me, was just a waste of a manager.
That's a point.
Because we got him in. I said I wanted Lee Johnson in when we were going to get rid.
I did as well, like.
But to be honest, I had this little prediction thing saying I wanted Lee Johnson in. Since I started noticing the streakiness, I said to my pals and said to people, get Roy Keane in. They laughed at us, but I'm saying this now, he won't tolerate this shit. You watch him when he takes a piss out of Fred and all them. What's going to be like with them in the locker room? They won't tolerate it, but it's what's going to develop them as a player. Take the abuse.
These players need a wake-up call, and they need somebody to come in and explain to them what playing for Sunderland Football Club really means.
They need a spine, they need something to stand on. They're fucking running away as soon as the final whistle blows. They go and crap and run off. Like, however, man, just fucking take responsibility of what you do on the pitch. Value the ball, the management, whoever was there today, that was pure bollocks. Our under-23 team plays absolutely crap. Our under-23 players play crap week in and week out with Dodds in. So what the fuck is he doing with our first team? So I don't know what the fuck we are doing with this squad right now. Because pardon me language for this, but this is absolute wank from our players. Absolute wank. I've seen better by a bunch of kids in Sunday League.
Yeah, you go.
Like, however, they need to do something to improve. Because this club gets to 39,000 and they can't fucking play out the skin. It's absolutely fucking atrocious.
Yeah, it is. Like it's knocked at the ball.
It shouldn't be sacking the manager. Get rid of the 4 fucking players. I'd take whoever from free agency right now. Because that there is pure shite. Callum Doyle, 19-year-old kid, future England, but he's fucking wasted in this stadium. Let him go back to City, I say, because I don't fucking anyone getting ruined by Sunderland at the minute.
Do you think this?
So we get a good manager.
Do you think the players are a little bit mentally scarred after the defeat last week, the 6-0?
Well, there's nothing about mentally scarred. It's they're professionals. They should be handling it professionally. They're not professionals in my eyes. They should just fuck off, to be honest, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, that's how they perform week in and week out, and they've got to develop somehow. Before when the season started, they look fantastic. But what is all the honeymoon period's over, all the sunshine and all that's out of our eyes. We'll see the real football that we see week in and week out, and it's really starting to. It's going to annoy not just me but all the fans. Our young owner, I'm saying this now, I think he's taking after a stingy uncle because he's trying to find the cheapest option. He needs to dig his money in his pocket if we are to get promoted to the Championship, because that squad's not going to do out. And to be honest, for us to get promoted this season, he should have put the money out then.
Do you think the squad's not good enough?
The squad's not good enough. Like, however, we spent 3 million possibly on Patrick Roberts, and he's sitting on the bench. He's sitting on the bench. In Man City prospect, tip for England future at one point. He's sitting on the bloody bench.
I think with the case with that, I think it's like all of them must come in. I think it's getting match fitness. I'm assuming that's the reason.
Well, I've been watching the French football. Patrick Roberts is playing week in and week out at Troyes. He shows some class abilities. He's getting stuck in, he's running down the pitch, he's getting balls in the box. We can't do that, so why not put someone on who can actually do that? Our defenders are weak, our midfield is weak, so we bring these players in and they're not making a bloody impact.
Any positives at the
that we could actually get 39,000 fans stadium.
Sum the game up in one word.
Bollocks.
Right, cheers, Lee. Thanks for your time, pal. Sunderland suffer another defeat. That wasn't written in the script, was it, Acacia, Cam and Jude?
Sean, what the hell is that? Literally, as soon as Jermaine comes back home, this starts to happen. He should have been starting in the starting lineup. Why on earth put him on the bench and bring him on in the second half? Get Gooch gone now. He's terrible. What? Literally, he can't pass a ball at all.
And so you're frustrated, Keisha, and it's frustrating, and I'm angry as well. It's like that just wasn't. You're expecting a big victory. Silly. Somebody said 7-0. 7-0. How stupid I look now. 7-0.
I just don't know what to say. We should have been winning against bottom of the table when they're 24th and we're like 3rd in the table. What the hell was that all about?
And that was a really poor performance. That performance is crying out for a leader, somebody who can come in and who gain respect straight away. And that man, we know that man is Roy Keane. He's got to come in, please.
Please, Kirill, bring Roy Keane in now. Because apparently Lee's just said that Roy Keane left 10 minutes early before when they scored the second goal. We need him in now. Because I think those managers were the under 20 from the under 23s. That's probably why.
It was like Proctor, Dogs, wasn't it? And something I was like, what's going on there? Any positives at the game, Keisha?
Nah.
None at all?
Nah.
None.
Nah. Just terrible first half. Second half, crap. At least we scored. One like from the skipper Corey Evans.
It's looking like the playoffs, isn't it? I think even if we win all the last games, it mightn't be enough. Right, thanks for your time, Keisha. Right?
No problem.
Right, take care.
You too.
Take care. Right. SFC fans react. Sunderland missed the opportunity to go into the top 2 in front of Jermaine Defoe on his return. CJ, sum that game up.
I am absolutely fucking livid. I mean, Speakman needs to get off his arse and get Roy Keane in as soon as possible, because the coaching team did not even have a fucking clue to do with that fucking team.
I didn't understand. I mean, I know when you get rid of the manager and you get rid of the backroom staff, it's just, but there's 3 of them in charge. What was that about, CJ? 3 men in charge of the.
It's like the under 23s coaches. It's like they didn't even have a fucking clue. It's like Winchester at fucking centre back.
No, it was right back. There was rumours he was going to be centre back, but it was Doyle and Batt at centre back, and I think Winchester was right back, wasn't he? I think.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. It's still it's frustrating, isn't it?
As it is, we are fucking shite when it's 4 at the back. I just like after that performance today, Dreyfus and Speakman need to fucking get this fucking hurried up and get this sorted out, because the fans are just losing fucking patience.
Oh no! There's 16 games left now as well, and you're staring down the barrel of the playoffs if you don't win most of them, which a playoffs, you know what the playoffs brings, it brings heartache.
Yeah, and it's torture.
Yeah.
So all we need to get Keane in as soon as possible before Cheltenham on Tuesday, and give the players a good kick up the ass and get them motivated.
The backside and get them motivated, yeah. And right, thanks for your time, CJ.
Thank you very much.
Take care, buddy. All right, I'm outside the stadium on SFC fans react. I'm with a few young lads here. What's your first name?
Cruz.
Cruz. Disappointing today when Jermaine Defoe comes back. You'd expect more from them players. Where'd it go wrong?
We're done crap. Like, Defoe's just come back and we're getting beat 2-0 off a bottom half league team.
Bottom of the table team they were.
Yeah, 2-1 off a bottom half league team. We should be battering them. We're one of the most, probably the best club in League One, and we're getting beat off Doncaster.
No, we are the best club in League One.
Yeah.
Cruz, that's what you got to say. We are the best club.
We've literally just signed a few amazing players, and this is how we're showing up.
And we haven't got time to rest now. We've got to hit the ground running, don't we?
If we don't get, in my opinion, if we don't get Roy Keane and he doesn't toughen them up, I think we're gonna go to shambles.
And the playoffs, maybe, and that's going to happens in the playoffs. What's your opinions on the game, mate? Shocking. Yeah.
Aye.
Anything more?
No, they're just absolutely terrible.
Do you think the players? The players have we got the right players now to get us out of this league?
Yeah, but like they just sit them on the bench for no reason. They just signed like loads of players and then sitting them on the bench.
I think we're just trying to get the match fit. You see, and you don't think we've got the right players? Nah. You don't? Why is that?
We're not putting the effort in. It's just like we're not putting the effort in. Like he's starting Jermaine Defoe on the bench, and he could have scored a hat-trick.
Yeah.
But like, It's so annoying. Like, why does he start Jermaine Defoe on the bench?
I
Why
think
does he start Matiti on the bench and that?
Maybe it's a case of they're not 100%
Nah,
fit.
but like Jermaine Defoe's team, I think he should start since he's like a player who's came back to us.
Yeah, Jermaine Defoe could be crucial in the last 16 games.
You know Matiti?
Good player.
As soon as he come on, he made our midfield like he's just magical. He just pinging the ball.
You can see. Look, he's got the quality, and it's just a case of getting that.
Dan Neil's got good quality.
But he just went off.
No, it's just like he needs to like shoot more. He doesn't need to pass it to the wings all the time when he's getting told to shoot by the fans. He should just try and get some advice from them.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they could be right in that.
Can we still get in that top 2, or do you think that's gone now?
It's gone now. Playoffs. Aye, definitely.
Playoffs.
Like usual, always get the playoff finals, and it's in semis or finals.
Cheesy chips on Wembley Way, though, Crooms, are we?
Yeah, Tuesday's not every week, but we'll still get beat. We'll get beat every playoff.
No, we won the last time in the Papa John's, but there's nobody in the ground. That's certainly got something in it. We'll get there and win, and there's nobody to celebrate it with. But look at.
We shouldn't have let some other players go. We need to bring more players in. We need Roy Keane to come. We need more players. It's like we need more players, better players.
Better players.
In my opinion, all the players have shown up absolutely shit.
Right, if your mum and dad's watching this, you're gonna.
Do you know cauliflower there?
Aye.
That's my mum.
Oh, is it cauliflower? I used to go to school with your mum.
I know.
Aye. Oh, you too. I know your dad as well. I know your dad. Aye.
It's absolutely shambles that game. Like
Aye.
when that Matiti came on, it looked like he was playing centre back, but it probably changed it. He changed the game and everything.
Right. Anyway, star performer today.
Definitely. What's it? I forgot the left back's called.
Circuit. But Circuit.
Probably Circuit, yeah. Circuit, Pritchard, and Corey Evans. I would say Pritchard, me.
Right, Tuesday time, lads. All right. Cheers, mate. Watch what you're doing, all right. Watch what you're doing, all right.
Hallelujah.
All right, I'm outside the steaming light. Obviously, you're the regular Dave the Rave.
No race number 1 raver. Worst game I ever seen. Was worse than Cats and Dogs and that. They should have played better than that. Like the first half, really poor. Like they should have put Jimmy in the phone on the first half and that, and singing that. So and that new one should have been in it. So if we play like this every week, we're not going to get up. We're singing that's good. We're singing that. So we'll have to do better. Get the rave on. Get the rave on, we horse, la 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 la, Jermaine Defoe, la 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 la, 2 cup of coffee, la la, Jermaine cup of coffee in the place, I'm at Sunderland, that's it, we're the forwards greatest team the world has ever seen. I hope we bounce back the next game against Cheltenham, so we'll do better than that. So, man of the match, I like Jimmy in the phone and that new player what we signed and all. So.
Nice, thanks for your time, Dave. That was a pleasure.
Put on the